We begin Fox 5 News at 10 with breaking news. Crews battling a massive brush fire in Laughlin tonight after a small plane crashes. I'm Elizabeth Watts. At least one person from the plane crash has been confirmed dead. 3 others taken to area hospitals. We do have a crew on the scene. Fox 5's Rachel Moore is live in Laughlin with the very latest details for us. Rachel.
Elizabeth, just a few minutes ago, the wind was blowing our direction and ash flakes were falling out of the sky. We're about 1.5 to 2 miles away from the flames, and I just want to zoom in right away to this picture. The flames still stretching across what we're told is Big Bend State Park along Needles Highway. Now, neighbors here tell us there are a lot of bushes for that fire to just continue eating up. Now, this fire burning for the past 4 hours when that plane crashed, as you mentioned, around 5:55 p.m., the Clark County Fire Department received a report of an airplane crashing right here off of Needles Highway and the Big Bend Field. Officials say there were 4 passengers on board. One of those passengers was sadly killed. 2 suffered burn injuries, and a third was trapped inside the plane, but eventually crews were able to free that person. Now, those 3 passengers were rushed to area hospitals. Mercy Air and Care Flight assisting in those transports.
Well, when we first saw the smoke, we all jumped in our vehicles and tried to ride down here to see what was going on. Louisa said the river was on fire, so we just blew it off, went back home. And then the fire got really intense. From our backyard, you could see, just pillows of black smoke.
Firefighters were able to put out the flames from the crash, but that blaze just spread and spread into what you're looking at now. Officials say crews have made progress on the brush fire and is now 75% contained. They say no structures or equipment have been lost, and there have been no reports of injuries. Now, we're told that in the National Transportation Safety Board, NTSB, and the Federal Aviation Administration are here along with the Clark County Fire Department, the Bullhead Fire Department, and Metro. You can see they have Casino Drive and Needles Highway blocked off, so no one can go to the area of where the flames are getting bigger and bigger. It seems as if they are getting bigger and bigger and just spreading across that field. We'll have more tonight at 10:30. For now, reporting live, Rachel Moore, Fox 5 News, local, Las Vegas.
All right, Rachel, thank you. And just hours before that plane crash, 3 people killed in a rollover car crash, also near Laughlin. Troopers say it happened around 2 this afternoon on State Route 163. It involved only 1 vehicle. 3 people were killed at the scene. A 4th person airlifted to UMC with minor injuries. No word yet on what caused this accident. And back here in the valley, a motorcyclist is killed after troopers say he struck the side of a bus and lost control. It happened around 3 this morning on the 215 near the airport connector. The coroner's office confirms the motorcyclist is 25-year-old Brandon Phillips. Witnesses say he left his lane and collided into the side of the bus. Troopers say this is a dangerous spot.
Can't inform drivers enough how dangerous it is to be out here on the roadways on a motorcycle. You always have to ride defensively, be careful, and obviously never ride impaired or distracted.
The bus driver was not hurt and there were no passengers on board. Troopers have not said if alcohol or drugs or speed played a part. The man accused of driving drunk and killing 2 teenagers will appear in court tomorrow morning. A preliminary hearing is set at 8 o'clock for 22-year-old Seong Lee. Police say he slammed into another car on Boulder Highway in Russell on March 5th, killing 18-year-old Gabrielle Thomas and 17-year-old Kamisha Gilmore. Lee is being held on $4 million bond and faces 2 counts of felony death. A woman accused of trafficking a 14-year-old girl pleads not guilty. Police say Tayari Meadows brought the teen to North Dakota and was advertising her on a website. The girl's mother contacted police after seeing an account and photos that looked like her daughter. Undercover officers found the 14-year-old during a sting operation at a hotel in North Dakota last month. Meadows told police she thought the girl was 18 and was helping her escape from her mom. All right, let's talk about the weather now. We will see more clouds and the threat of drizzle in our area for the start of the week, plus much cooler temperatures. Les is here with a first look at weather. What month is this?
This is May, and where do you see how we compare our daytime temperature today to what it was a year ago? Dramatic difference, I got to tell you. Meantime, we did have a fair amount of clouds over the Las Vegas Valley on this Sunday, but it was absolutely beautiful outside and remains very pleasant as well. Right now, we got 76 degrees. We've got a south wind at 16 miles per hour. Look at this. Today's high was 82 degrees, which is 7 degrees below the normal, which is 89. Last year on this date, we hit 102 degrees. So we're 20 degrees cooler than we were a year ago on this date. And one of the reasons for that was some of the cloud cover that we saw here in the Las Vegas Valley as we went through the day. You can see it right here with our time lapse. So we started this around 3 o'clock, went right through until sunset. If we take a look at our satellite radar loop now, you can see that we are getting more clouds being moved into our area. There is the threat of some scattered showers in and around the Las Vegas Valley for us for Monday afternoon into Monday evening, and it looks like overnight into Tuesday. When we come back, we'll take a look at what we have in store for us, not only for the next 24 hours, but all the way into next weekend. Of course, it is a long weekend, and for all our Canadian friends who are in town this weekend, of course, it's a long weekend up in Canada. It's Victoria Day weekend. We hope you're enjoying your stay here in Las Vegas. We'll come back and tell you more about the weather in a few minutes from now. Elizabeth, back to you.
Les, thank you. And Las Vegas has gone country. El Dorado Days took over downtown this weekend. This all started back in 1934. It's the longest running civic event in Las Vegas history. The 4-day event brings in more than 15,000 people and features a rodeo, parade, and carnival.
We've had some of the top contestants here that are competing to go to the National Finals Rodeo in December. So it's a huge rodeo. These guys put on a great show. We've got Flying U Rodeo, that is our production company, and you're not going to see a show better than this.
All the money raised from the event benefits children and veterans in our valley. Students challenged to walk 100,000 miles in just 8 weeks. It's part of an effort by the school district to teach kids about staying healthy by being active. FOX5's Jane Sander has more on how the program is motivating the kids to keep on moving.
Young students' feet are taking a step towards a healthier life. People gathered in downtown Las Vegas at the Container Park to mark the end of the Southern Nevada Move Smiles program. It's an effort to encourage Valley residents to walk a collective 100,000 miles in 8 weeks. The Fire Up Your Feet Challenge is the Clark County School District's way to get involved.
Kids are not just going to go out and, they'll do some physical activity, but it's really a family, a community, a school, a staff. So we need to promote physical activity and to make it as a cultural norm instead of screen time as a cultural norm.
CCSD encouraged around 3,000 kids to participate.
The encouragement is what's fun, and if you need to make physical activity fun, but there's science behind connecting physical activity to academic achievement.
School administrators like Myrtle Tate Elementary principal found the Fire Up Your Feet program made a difference in the classroom. She says kids loved the program.
In order for our students to perform well in the classroom, they have to have healthy bodies and healthy minds. So Fire Up Your Feet is a fun way for our kids to get active before school, after school, and during the school day.
Schools were acknowledged for their outstanding participation. The program's success has many students choosing to spend more time being active.
We don't have any buses at Myrtle Tate, so it's either getting a ride from mom or walking or biking or getting on their scooter. And through this program, we've encouraged more students to say, Mom, I'm going to walk to school today with my friends.
Jane Sander, Fox 5 News, local Las Vegas.
And schools have until tomorrow to log their miles. The winner receives a $5,000 reward toward their school's PE program. Rock in Rio comes to a close in Las Vegas after 2 weekends filled with great music. Nearly 30,000 people came out for the final night Saturday. Bruno Mars closed the festival with his latest hit, Uptown Funk, with fireworks bursting from the stage. John Legend, Big Sean, and Empire of the Sun also performed on that final night. Taylor Swift, Metallica, and No Doubt all headlined the 4-day event that spanned 2 weekends. Up next, a gruesome scene after a deadly shootout between rival biker gangs. 9 people were killed in the brawl outside a restaurant in Waco, Texas. Find out just how many weapons were recovered by police. Uber expands its empire from the road to the air. How much time customers can save in France by booking a ride for a helicopter. Just how many tornadoes were spotted across several states this weekend as severe weather continues to move through the Midwest.